Eileen and I came up with, a lot of it was like structured around that physical model that we'd use in the classroom. Unfortunately, with Eileen's sickness, we really didn't get a chance to test that. So I focused more on just creating the videos and then having them do that peer-to-peer feedback loop just to see if that we can get that started. And then we asked them some interview questions at the end about this idea of having that like physical gaming model with it, and they seemed interested. But just for the testing process, what I did was I spent 3 days on this. I spent 2 days having them create the video tutorials themselves, and I just did it with all my classes because it's just easier that way. And then I had them upload it to Dialogues and comment on each other's work on that last day. So that was just yesterday where they did the peer feedback. And Sheen came and visited and saw that process as well.
So also partly, again, because of our health condition, we thought it was still really useful to model the interaction, even if it wasn't with the exact tool. So to see how students responded to actually the video production process, see how students responded to actually commenting and understanding what feedback meant and feedback on each other's work.
Yeah, so they went to Dialogues and they created their accounts. I had the videos there for them. I gave them like students to give feedback to, so it was like pairs of like 4 or 5, and then they would go and comment, watch the video and comment on it. So you can see this is one student's video that he created, and I just made them very basic, the actual videos themselves, where they were creating like just index cards, and they actually just used their camera and just had their laptop just leaned down, and then I had them rotate it and then cropped it so that it zoomed in on the cards, but then they still had that audio voice over it, and they were still able to work out the problem physically, because I know that was an issue initially. So they would watch the videos, comment. How that looked like was, I have like a video of them commenting. I also like went through a quick lesson on just giving feedback, and I gave them some like sentence starters just to give how to give good feedback. I was looking for one like positive feedback from each person and one suggestion, and then if there was a correction that needed to occur, I'd let them put that in there as well. So this is just a video of my students giving the feedback. I'm kind of shaky as a camera.
That might have been shaky.
But you can see that like interacting with Dialogue. Some of them had their notebooks out because I had them write down their sentence starters, and so they're referring to their notebooks to like kind of give that feedback and have that framework, so it was a little more structured that way. We did this for about 20-30 minutes, and then we had them fill out the survey at the end. Just the results of this process. So let me just put this a little bit bigger so you can see this. So yeah, a lot of them really liked making the tutorials themselves. This is just out of 18 students. There was like an honor roll trip on Friday that I didn't know about, so a lot of my students, my first class was fine, but then my second class was really small, so that's why it's not as many students. But out of the 18 students who got a chance to finish this survey, pretty much everyone said that they enjoyed making the tutorials. One person said that they strongly disagreed that they would enjoy making, or that they would enjoy math better by making the tutorials, but everyone else said that yes, or strongly agreed. Enjoy commenting on peers' tutorials. I thought that was interesting that pretty much everyone either strongly agreed or agreed that that was good. Comments were helpful. Once again, only that green sliver, that's one student who said he strongly disagreed. I don't know who was too. Disagreeing with everything. He's a very disagreeable person, but that's okay. Would you go back and watch more tutorials? And that's something that we noticed during the process, is that once they finished giving feedback on the tutorials I assigned them to give feedback to, they were asking me, oh, can I look at other people's videos? Of course, so that they were actually looking at other students' tutorials as well during that time frame. And then the cloud and bird analogy, which is the original plan with the tutorials, that question about it. We just briefly explained it, Xing and I, and they actually seemed interested in the gaming element. I think not a lot of them were excited about the metaphor of clouds and birds, but I think they liked the idea of like tracking mastery, from just what I gathered from it. And then just some like qualitative feedback, what they said about this question. I like that it was like YouTube, watching videos, classmates commenting on my video, and me commenting on their video. So this idea that it was something relatable, this interface on biologs, it actually, I think, helped them enjoy it a little bit more. This idea of commenting, and then like allowing yourself to even comment on the comments. I like that we did a different way of learning something and making our math skills stronger. I also like that this wasn't just helping us, but it could help other people who might need help for a specific topic that we did. And then the last one, I didn't like my voice, that it had to be recorded because I dislike my voice when I record. Of course, there's someone who doesn't like it. And that's pretty much it. I did some like one-on-one interviews, but the sound would be really low on this, so I don't waste your time with it. But I think it went well. Sheen, if you have anything to